Welcome, dear students. We are dealing with second colligative properties, which is elevation of boiling point. Elevation of boiling point, which is represented by del TB. Elevation of boiling point is a colligative property. What are colligative properties? We have discussed colligative properties are those which depends upon number of particle and changes with change in number of particles. So this is the second colligative property, elevation of boiling point, represented by del TB. Let us first discuss, you have already dealt in class 11th, what is boiling point. So we say boiling point of any solution is temperature at which the vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to atmospheric pressure. What is boiling point? We say boiling point of any solution is temperature at which its vapor pressure becomes equal to atmospheric pressure. Normally, under room condition, vapor pressure of every liquid is much less than the atmospheric pressure, and therefore no liquid boils at room condition. So when vapor pressure, what is boiling point? So we say boiling point of any liquid is that temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to atmospheric pressure. I said that under room condition, vapor pressure of liquid, every liquid, is much less than the atmospheric pressure. Therefore, no liquid boil under room condition. No liquid boil under room condition. So, in order to boil that liquid, we have to increase its vapor pressure and make it equal to atmospheric pressure. So how vapor pressure could be increased? So we say vapor pressure can be increased by increasing the temperature. So when we provide heat to the system, the kinetic energy of the molecule increases. Therefore, they start vaporizing more. Hence, vapor pressure increases, and at certain temperature, the vapor pressure becomes equal to atmospheric pressure. On providing heat to a liquid, due to increase in the kinetic energy, vaporization increases, therefore vapor pressure increases, and at certain temperature its vapor pressure becomes equal to atmospheric pressure, and when it becomes same, the liquid start boiling. So the temperature at which vapor pressure of liquid becomes equal to atmospheric pressure, that temperature is termed as the boiling point. Now we can further say कि since compared to pure solvent, as compared to pure solvent, the vapor pressure of solution which is prepared by adding non-volatile solute in volatile solvent is less. We have already dealt in relative lowering of vapor pressure, that on adding solute, non-volatile solute into volatile solvent, the vapor pressure is going to decrease. That is, vapor pressure of solution will always be less than the vapor pressure of pure solvent. So we say that since vapor pressure of pure solvent as compared to vapor pressure of pure solvent, the vapor pressure of solution is less. Therefore, in order to make vapor pressure of solution equal to atmospheric pressure, some higher temperature is needed. We say some higher temperature is needed to make vapor pressure of solution equal to its atmospheric pressure. It means as compared to boiling point of pure solvent, the boiling point of solution having non-volatile solute would be higher, and this increase in temperature is termed as elevation of boiling point. We say that as compared to boiling point of pure solvent, the boiling point of solution would be higher, and this increase in boiling point is termed as elevation of boiling point. which is represented by del Tb, and it is proportional to the mole fraction of solute, that is Xb. The elevation of boiling point is proportional to the mole fraction of solute. Due to presence of solute in volatile solvent, its vaporization decreases, therefore vapor pressure decreases. Hence, to make vapor pressure of solution equal to atmospheric pressure, some higher temperature is needed, and this higher temperature is termed as elevation of boiling point. Now let's deal with the graphical representation for the concept we have discussed above. We are plotting a graph of vapor pressure versus temperature. Vapor pressure of any liquid versus temperature. We know the upper limit is atmospheric pressure. Now vapor pressure of any liquid can be maximum equal to atmospheric pressure. Once this vapor pressure becomes equal to atmospheric pressure, that liquid start boiling. So in an open system, remember, in an open system, vapor pressure of liquid cannot exceed the atmospheric pressure. Once it becomes same, the liquid start boiling. So suppose at some temperature T, vapor pressure of liquid pure solvent is V. At some temperature T, the vapor pressure of pure solvent is V. Since this is not equal to atmospheric pressure, therefore at this temperature this liquid is not boiling. At this temperature T, vapor pressure is V, which is not equal to atmospheric pressure. Therefore at this temperature liquid is not boiling. So in order to boil the liquid, what we have to do? We have to start increasing the temperature. So as we start increasing temperature, vaporization start increasing, vapor pressure start increasing, and slowly it reaches atmospheric pressure. With increase in temperature, vaporization increases, therefore vapor pressure increases, vaporization increases, therefore vapor pressure increases, and at certain temperature it becomes equal to atmospheric pressure. Therefore we say the temperature at which, remember, T1, this vapor pressure is becoming equal to atmospheric pressure at temperature at T1. So what is T1? So T1 is boiling point of pure solvent. So at temperature T it was V, which was not equal to atmospheric pressure. In order to make it equal to atmospheric pressure, we have started increasing the temperature, and at certain temperature it becomes same, and that temperature is T1. So what is T1? So remember, T1 is boiling point of pure solvent. T1 is boiling point of pure solvent. But if we discuss regarding solution, so we have said in a solution there is solute which is non-volatile. So if we have prepared a solution by adding non-volatile solute in volatile solvent, so our observation is by adding non-volatile solute, its vapor pressure is going to decrease. So at temperature T, vapor pressure of pure solvent was V, but at the same temperature for solution it is V dash, and this V dash is smaller as compared to V, which means vapor pressure of solution is less than vapor pressure of pure solvent. Now in order to boil this solution, its vapor pressure has to be made equal to atmospheric pressure. So again I start giving heat to the system, its vaporization increases, this vapor pressure slowly increases, and at certain temperature it becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. So with increase in temperature, vaporization increases, therefore vapor pressure increases, and at certain temperature T2 it becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. But what is T1? I said T1 is boiling point of pure solvent. What is T2? It is boiling point of solution, and as visible from the graph, this value T2 is greater than T1. Value T2 is greater than T1, and this increase in the boiling point, that is boiling point of pure solvent, is less that of solution is more, the difference between two is called as del TB, which is called as elevation of boiling point. And this elevation of boiling point depends upon del P. This elevation of boiling point depends upon del P. This depends upon this. So from the graph it is clear that as compared to T2, T1 is less. T2 is boiling point of solution, T1 is boiling point of pure solvent, T2 is bigger, T1 is smaller. The difference between the two boiling point is termed as del TB, which is termed as elevation of boiling point. I said this elevation of boiling point del TB depends upon del P. This del TB depends upon del TB, del P, that is del TB. This del TB is proportional to del P. Del TB is proportional to del P. What is del P? It is lowering of vapor pressure. Lowering of vapor pressure. Vapor pressure of pure solvent was V. That of solution is V dash. It has decreased by, this vapor pressure has decreased by value del P. So this del P is lowering of vapor pressure. So this elevation of boiling point is directly proportional to the lowering of vapor pressure. Directly proportional to lowering of vapor pressure. And this del TB, the lowering of vapor pressure, so we have already dealt with what is lowering of vapor pressure, what is relative lowering of vapor pressure, and the factor on which it depends. So we have done in colligative property number 1 in the previous video. I have already dealt with, you can refer that del P is proportional to XB, which is mole fraction of solute. Del P, lowering of vapor pressure, is directly proportional to mole fraction of solute. So if del TB is proportional to del P, del TB is proportional to del P, and del P is proportional to XB, therefore we can say del TB is proportional to XB, that is mole fraction of solute. Del TB is proportional to del P is proportional to XB, therefore del TB, elevation of boiling point, is proportional to mole fraction of solute. Now since in the topic mole fraction we have already done that mole fraction of any substance is mole of that substance upon total mole. So mole fraction of solute XB is equal to mole of B upon total mole. XB is equal to mole of B upon total mole. Now in order to remove proportionality sign we have applied constant. So I said del TB is proportional to XB. In order to remove proportionality sign we have applied constant. So I can write del TB is equal to K into XB. Del TB is equal to K into XB. Now what is XB? So I said XB is equal to NB upon NA plus NB. Therefore it is del TB is equal to K into NB upon NA plus NB, that is value of XB. Now further we say that if solution is very dilute, the solution which we have prepared is very dilute, then as compared to value of NB, NA is much bigger, or we can say NB is much smaller than NA. So since solution is very dilute, as compared to solute, solvent is very high, or as compared to solvent, solute is quite less. Therefore mole of solute NB is much smaller than NA. Therefore NB can be neglected from the denominator. So if NB is neglected from the denominator, if this NB is neglected from the denominator, equation becomes del TB is equal to K into NB upon NA. Del TB is equal to K into NB upon NA. This is applicable to dilute solution. This is applicable to dilute solution. Now we are aware that what is value of N? N is mole which is W upon M. N is mole which is W upon M. Therefore Na is equal to Wa upon Ma. Wa upon Ma, if I keep this value, in the equation, so this equation becomes, it was del TB is equal to K into NB upon Na. I am keeping the value of Na. So it becomes del TB is equal to K into NB upon Wa upon Ma. WA upon MA. Now this MA goes to the numerator and it becomes, so it becomes K into NB upon WA into MA. Del TB is equal to K into NB upon WA into MA. NB upon WA into MA, and we are aware that N upon V is called as molarity, whereas N upon W is called as molality. So this NB is mole of solute, WA is weight of solvent, so N upon W is called as molality. So this is equal to molality, hence equation could be written as, so this equation goes del TB is equal to K, del TB is equal to K into M into MA. Del TB is equal to K into M into MA, where K is a constant, MA is molecular weight, is a constant. So constant into constant is a new constant. So this K is a constant, MA is a constant, constant into constant is a new constant, which is called as KB, which is called as molar elevation constant, or also termed as ebullioscopic constant. Therefore this equation becomes, the equation becomes del TB is equal to KB into M. Del TB is equal to KB into M. Del TB is equal to KB into M. Now, del TB is equal to KB into M, where KB is molar elevation constant, or also termed as ebullioscopic constant. Ebullio means high temperature. Now, we are aware that since molality small m, the molality is equal to, molality is equal to WB upon MB into 1000 upon WA. Molality M is equal to WB upon MB into 1000 upon WA, where WA is weight of the solvent. Therefore this equation becomes, so this equation becomes del TB is equal to KB into WB upon MB into 1000 upon WA. Del TB is equal to KB into WB upon MB into 1000 upon WA. Using this formula, we can calculate the elevation of boiling point. Del TB, which is elevation of boiling point, can be calculated using this formula. Del TB can be calculated using this. Now finally, if we want to calculate the molecular weight of any unknown solute, for calculation of molecular weight, because every colligative property can be used to calculate the molecular weight, therefore in order to calculate the molecular weight, I can readjust. I take MB in the numerator, bring this del TB in the denominator, it becomes MB, molecular weight of unknown solute, is equal to KB upon del TB into WB upon WA into 1000. What is MB? It is molecular weight of unknown solute which need to be calculated. KB is elevation of boiling point, sorry, this is molar elevation constant. KB is molar elevation constant. What is del TB? It is elevation of boiling point. Elevation of boiling point. MB is weight of solute. MB is weight of solvent. Weight of solute. Weight of solvent into 1000. So MB is equal to KB upon del TB into WB upon WA into 1000. This formula can be utilized to calculate the molecular weight of any unknown solute based on the elevation of boiling point. So this is how the boiling point and elevation in boiling point is expressed and utilized.